It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill, who's your new single-season record holder and first 2,000-yard receiver in league history. It's the Giants and the Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Patterson. The 36. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Stroud off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Stroud working out of the gun. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. Oh, fighting off the defender. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Giants, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action with Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On the go.
Straight ahead, Patterson. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Jackson's this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10, down at the 33. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
Mills again.
9-yard line.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Pacheco going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Pacheco. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Folk's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Patterson on the draw. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. From midfield, here's Wentz. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Mills. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mills throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Jamal Williams, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. A first down throw for Mills. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 42.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Mills going to keep it on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jackson Smith and Jimbo. His 5th touchdown now on the their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hill shedding the tackle. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, here's Wentz. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity. And
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Cortland Sutton, 63 yards.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Giants 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mills. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Handoff now for Pacheco. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down.
And that's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Again, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. And he is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
5-yard gain on the play. Complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Mills. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mills to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, Mills. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Patterson running between the tackles. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. But I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they try with Pacheco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Here's Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Folk's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Quickly to Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. 82. To throw, it's Wentz. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz now to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to
Following the
kick off.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporated here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd and a couple. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Pacheco once again. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants now down by 12. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up in
Situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. On his horse. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Tyreek Hill on the return. Returning it, Hill. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways.
It's caught inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A 57-yard gain.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.